Good afternoon. My name is Rocky Capozzi, and on behalf of Alaska Public Media and the Alaskan Aviation Safety Foundation, welcome to Hangar Flying. This is the third segment with our guest Gary Bennett, and we're talking about ADS-B and some of the pros and cons of the various options. And a quick summary, there is an FAA mandate for ADS-B out by 1 January 2020. It turns out that quite a bit of information can come into your cockpit, but you have to have ADS-B in to get that. And there are two systems that are available to comply with the mandate for ADS-B out. One is a 1090 ES, which refers to a frequency of operation, and the other is a 978 UAT, or Universal Access Transceiver. The UAT is good only below 18,000. The 1090 ES is good above and below 10,000 feet. So that kind of is a quick summary of what we've covered in the last two segments. Today, what we'd like to talk about is, what are some of the cost considerations as we, as GA pilots, decide to implement ADS-B. And so, Gary, do you have, now Gary being an avionics technician that's been dealing with this for quite a while, has some experience, considerable experience with installation. In your experience, is there any a better way than some other way of installing? Is one system preferable to the other? What are your thoughts?
Very good question, and we've installed many different systems because there really isn't a one-size-fits-all solution for the GA fleet, and that really boils down to we go through a series of questions with our customers when we determine what's going to be the best, most economical, best bang for the buck situation for them. And it really boils down to whether or not they want to have ADS-B in, and usually it's almost been 100% yes with the ADS-B in. And then what their current equipage is, because that's going to help drive the type of equipment that they may need, and there's a real matrix there, because with the ADS-B in, which I said most people do want to have, you need to figure out how you're going to display it.
Right.
A lot of people already have the means with maybe a multifunction display in the aircraft, or portable GPS that's compatible, or maybe they're using an iPad. And other people don't, so they need to determine what it is they want to use for that.
So without getting too far afield here, it is possible then to receive ADS-B in information on a non-certified unit.
Correct.
Okay.
Yes.
And of course the in information is of quite a bit of interest to the pilot, actually. So I don't know if you can do this or not. I'm going to ask you some hard questions here.
Sure.
Number one, do you see any likelihood, we're inside of 3 years now by the mandate, do you see any likelihood that there will be any further price reductions in the equipment that is being offered to us?
So far what we've seen is the prices pretty much have leveled off. What's causing that is the demand. The demand is high for the systems, and the demand is going to continue to increase. Now, we have seen some systems lower in price, and what we're finding is that it's the less desirable systems there, or the ones that don't offer benefits per cost as some of the others. So the pricing is kind of leveled off. What we're finding as the price is leveled off is that maybe the price is going to stay the same, but maybe over time via software enhancements and things like that, other features get added.
Okay.
So we're finding the price about the same, but features going up.
Okay, that makes sense. That would parallel other computer developments, basically. Could you throw a ballpark figure out there? I'm going to ask you some numbers now, but let's say that you decide to do a 1090 ES as your choice for system installation, and you don't have a certified WAAS GPS installed on your airplane. What would that type of box, can you ballpark it within a few $1,000s?
Sure, absolutely, because we've done a lot of those. And again, it's driven by if you want in, which most people do, and then what you're going to use for in.
Okay.
But a typical transponder swap out for 1090 ES that has the dual link in and the ability to maybe wire to an existing system or Bluetooth to an iPad or something. They range from about, with the whole install and everything, from about $5,000 up to $8,000 has been the average.
Okay,
And
so
that's
5 to 8,000, you say that included the install?
correct.
Okay. Well, that's not as steep as I thought, but
Sure, yeah.
and so if you didn't get the in capability but just wanted to satisfy the FAA mandate of 1090, or I'm sorry, of ADS-B out, then what are we looking at for total costs?
What you're looking at is quite simply, what we found the easiest way to do that right now is with the transponder that has a built-in WASH GPS, and that can be done for as little as, say, $4,000 to
Okay.
comply with the out mandate.
Okay. Well, Gary, thanks for joining us for these 3 segments on ADS-B. I mean, it's going to be more and more interesting, of course, as we approach our deadline. And this has been very informative, and I hope it helps our viewers make up their minds what they'd like to do. Thank you.
You bet. Thank you.